This is how I won the first and so far only in-game tournament for Pokemon Unite in North America. We freaking crushed it. Yeehaw to you and yours. Let's talk about it, and let's talk about why this actually might be the future of ranked inside Pokemon Unite. First, let me tell you a little bit about what this was. This was an in-game tournament held on Sunday, February 19th that started at 9 a.m. Pacific till 9 p.m. Pacific. During that time, you registered with a team and you played exclusively with that team against other teams that were registered in this tournament, earning points and losing points depending on your wins and losses inside that time frame. It was essentially a self-contained rank system for the day, and it's something that I've hoped that they would have added to the game previously. There are other games that I've played where they have sort of the weekend tournament, and anytime during that weekend, you can queue into that tournament and play, and it looks like they're testing that inside Pokemon Unite. I think this is an awesome system, and it will make ranked matchmaking so much better, and it will make sort of the feel of the tournament so much. It's just so good. It's so good. All right, I'll keep going. Before I get any further, let me tell you a little bit about my team. So obviously this is not a solo event. I played with 4 other individuals, 4-1 Tricks and Jake, as it's been referred to before, but that's not the case. These are all amazing players that I was so stoked to be playing with. I was playing with Mini Shep, who often plays Pokemon like Cinderace, Glaceon, sort of 80 carry-like Pokemon, attack damage carries. I was playing with Steve, my cat, all-rounder extraordinaire, and maybe known as the Zarina Queen King of the Zarina Queen. The fantastic Scolded, who is an amazing Pokemon Unite player and known for many carry Pokemon, including Dodrio and Delphox, things like that, and Cookie Dough. Moving on. I kid. Cookie Dough is amazing, one of the best support players in the game, and actually has a really mean Pikachu and Azumarill as well. We all have a wide variety of Pokemon. I probably am the most sort of without a singular role on the team, where I just like to fill and play anything. So for this team, I played a ton of different Pokemon, but often defenders and supporters. In fact, I'll get into it a little later, our strategy. One Pokemon that I have become very familiar with was a big part of this tournament. So to win this tournament, we had to win a lot against a ton of other teams that were playing. In fact, we won 28 games and lost 0, which is what I would have said if we didn't win 27 and lose 1, because we absolutely threw 1 game so freaking hard. By the way, I will have the full stream of that tournament. It's live on my channel. If you want to see the entire thing, you will see all of our games. Again, 27 wins and 1 loss, because, well, we just had to lose that one. I think the way this played out is going to be so exciting for the ranked future of Pokemon Unite. But before we get into that, let me talk to you a little bit about our team strategy, what we tried to do, and how we were so successful in this tournament. And I think the exciting thing about this is you could do this as well with a 5-stack. We don't play together very often, even though we do play a ton of Pokemon Unite. We never really play together as a team. We have a basic strategy and we continue to evolve it throughout the tournament, and we had great success. And I think this is set up to let teams that maybe don't get to play together as much as others also have great success. So first off, let me talk about the strategy behind drafting inside this. One thing to notice is when you queue into this tournament, you don't know which side you're going to be on until you notice that your trainer cards are either on purple or orange, and that is going to tell you which side of the draft you're going to start with. Our strategy was simple. If we got the first pick in the draft, we would ban out something like Hoopa, a Pokemon that we didn't want to play against because it's very powerful right now. And then we would first pick Urshifu if the enemy team didn't ban it. Urshifu, whether you're going Dark Bear or whether you're going Water Bear, both are insane right now. So we thought, hey, if they're going to give us this Pokemon, we're going to take it. After that, our drafting strategy was actually pretty simple. We wanted to grab a support Pokemon like Blissey early. Our support player Cookie Dough is an insane Blissey, so we thought if we could get that, we would have a great shot. We also recognized that after that, we were pretty fluid. Steve, my cat, would play Pokemon like Zarina, Machamp, and they were often not picked or banned out by the enemy team, so they were often available. If our carry Pokemon Scolded didn't have Delphox available or Dodrio available or Scyther, we could grab something on the roster that they could play. And then Mini Shep was very comfortable on a few of the 80 carries inside the game, and they really weren't hotly contested Pokemon, so we were able to pick them up later inside the draft. One Pokemon, strangely enough, started getting picked early and often in the draft, and Honestly, I guess I just lucked into being a Comfy main today because Comfy recently received some very, very sizable buffs. Briefly, I'll just take you over to Unite DB to remind you that almost every single part of Comfy's kit got buffed, and Comfy is a Pokemon that really excels inside of coordinated play. It already was kind of fine in full-on coordinated play, but now it's actually really, really formidable, especially when you play with a couple of super strong carry players like Steve and Scolded, who love to brawl and fight with the enemy a lot. We could actually use this to our advantage in some huge ways because the shields are bigger, the healing is bigger, it's easier to hit enemies with Magical Leaf. The Unite move gives you a massive heal on the Pokemon you're on. So we actually ended up playing a ton of Comfy. Now, we played a bunch of Pokemon. I played Slowbro and Greedent and Crustle. Yes, Crustle, and we won with it. We played a ton of different Pokemon throughout the day, but I think I was most surprised by how often I was on Comfy, and it actually is killer right now in 5 stacks. Once we had that basic strategy in place, it was all about just sitting down and playing honestly super fun games with a great group of people throughout the entire day. And this is one of my favorite things that I think is going to possibly come out of this ranked experiment, is almost setting up times where 5-person teams are all queuing against each other. You get people from all over your region who are actually getting to play. Maybe people who don't know, how to find a tournament in a Discord or something like that, who aren't as plugged into the community. They can actually get with some friends, run some strategies, play some games. I think it could set up a future where you feel like the actual 5-stack ladder are these big tournament days. And that would be really cool because then we could have it sort of start to separate from the regular ladder or the solo, duo, trio ladder. And if they start to do that, I would really love it. I would also really love it if they set up some sort of way where these tournaments could be played if you are a solo player, duo player, trio player. The unfortunate thing is, I guess you would just have to randomly queue into teams a lot, and I think you might be kind of frustrated with the progression of the tournament. That being said, I think this is such an awesome way to do in-game tournaments. It's kind of perfect. You know when it's happening this day at this specific time. Queue in with your squad and you will be matched against other squads doing the same thing and generating tournament points. It was so much fun. I really, really loved it. And honestly, we also had amazing success. We won the whole thing, which is really cool. That's really cool because I don't get to play coordinated tournament play often enough, but this set up an awesome opportunity to do that. So that's how we did it. That's how the Stream Team Dream Team became the first team in North America to win one of these tournaments. It was a blast. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it in the future. It's a lot of playing Unite, but I would really encourage you and people you know to get into a group and try to play one of these if you have a day available, because it's a lot of fun and it's a great way to go up against other coordinated teams, and it makes Unite feel a little, I don't know, a little closer, a little more connected, and it's just an easy way to play against high quality teams, which is also really, really cool. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Did I have glasses on earlier? Did I put them on halfway through the video? Now I don't even know. All right. Love you. Bye. Yeehaw.